Rafael Devers just pulled off a top-tier acting job and got everybody fooled. Devers got himself traded, but what people don't understand is that was his plan to begin with. Yeah, I know, maybe sounds crazy. Why would he get traded on purpose from the team that paid him so much, that trusted him so much? Well, first, to understand that, we have to go back to the very beginning. Start of the year, we all know the story. The Red Sox signed Alex Bregman, a third baseman, without telling their superstar third baseman, Rafael Devers, about any part of the deal. So when Devers comes into spring training and sees Bregman taking ground balls at third, after the team had already told him that Bregman would probably play second or maybe even outfield, pretty much lying to Devers that he wouldn't lose his position. And when Rafi was asked by reporters if he would give up third and play DH, he simply said this.
Yeah, no, like I said before, like my position is third base. I don't know how they want to go about it or what they want to do, but I know that that's the position I get ready to play every day.
How would you react if they asked you to DH? How would you feel about that?
No.
And this is where all the Red Sox problems began this season. Rafael Devers, the man you just signed in January of 23 to an 11-year deal worth $331 million, just neglected your off-season move for the Gold Glover Alex Bregman by pretty much just saying, no, I am the third baseman. While some critics disagreed with him, but one of his teammates, Tristan Casas, the first baseman, openly stated that Rafael Devers is his third baseman. So Casas, his teammate, comes out and says, that's my guy. That is our third baseman. I think he even went as far to say that Rafi is the best third baseman in MLB. And he even went as far to say that Bregman can play second base. So with mixed opinions from fans, teammates, the manager Alex Cora, and most definitely the front office, the Red Sox season looked inevitable for failure due to miscommunication. But this was only the beginning of the Red Sox problems this season. Fast forward a little bit into the season, and Devers eventually came to agreement with it and became the team's designated hitter, allowing Bregman to flash his glove at third base. And for the first time of the year, it seemed that they had finally figured it out. They got Breggy to be at third, and Rafi had calmed down at least enough, and now he was playing incredible.
And a line drive base hit into right field. The third now trying to score is Rafael. Here's a play at the plate. High throw. He's safe at home. 3-0 Boston. Rafi with a high drive left field. That's way back there. And it is gone. Swinging the drive. This one's gone. Way back. Rafi connects. Oh, my. Rafi was swinging a high fly ball deep to right field. Carrying back, Jones looking up, and see you later.
With the early spring seemingly in the past, Rafael Devers was now getting hot. After striking out 15 times in his first 5 games of the year and going 0 for 21, Rafi went off. Something clicked. He got his first hit of the season on April 2nd against the Orioles, and absolutely nothing would stop him from there. Rafi in April improved his batting average to .267, above league average, while hitting 5 homers and consistently batting in runs as he had 18 RBI and walked 20 times in only 26 games. All was looking up in Boston because it wasn't only Devers this year. His newly signed teammate Alex Bregman, who was part of the controversy early in the season, was now on a heater as well. In April, the Gold Glove third baseman played like he had something to prove. In April, Bregman posted a superhuman 350 batting average, along with a .429 on base and a .660 slug. He looked better than anyone had expected. He led the league in RBI with 24, having more than both Aaron Judge and Shohei Ohtani, the 2 MVPs from the AL and the NL last season. Even though the team struggled to string together wins, it looked like the upside was limitless in Boston. Until it wasn't. Remember when I had said a little earlier in the video that the third base controversy at the start of the season with Bregman and Devers was only the beginning? Well, this is where disaster truly struck.
And as we were talking about, I think he's gonna. It's almost like spring training. Look here.
Little chopper, and Ryan with a bobble. He'll shovel it. Safe.
Oh no.
And Casas down, clutching at his leg, maybe his knee.
Request that. Remember, like Derek Lowe.
Oh yeah, he landed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he had a rib cage last
Yeah, that's
year.
what it was.
It's never good when you're bringing the card out here.
The first big blow of the year for this Red Sox team. Their first baseman of the future, Tristan Casas, who struggled this year but had a world of potential, just went down with a ruptured patellar tendon, which would sideline him for the rest of the season. Now, of course, this hurt the Red Sox lineup and probably shot the positivity in the clubhouse, but fans were worried about something other than that. Sure, Tristan Casas was hurt, but due to the communication failures at the start of 2025, Red Sox fans knew exactly where this story would go.
Yeah, I know I'm a ball player. At the same time, they can't expect me to play, every single position out there. In spring training, they, talked to me and basically, told me to put away my glove, that I wasn't going to play any other position but DH. So right now, I just feel like it's not an appropriate decision by them to ask me to play another position. It was the GM that I spoke with. I'm not certain what he has with me. He played ball, and I would like to think that he knows that changing positions like that isn't easy. They put me in this situation. They told me that they didn't want to allow me to play any other position, and now I think they should do their jobs essentially and hit the market and look for another player. I'm not sure why they want me to be in between the way they have me now.
It was reported that Red Sox manager Alex Cora asked Rafael Devers to play first base, and that was his response. This was now the second time he had been asked to change positions and openly refused right in management's face, even telling the Red Sox management to do their job and go into the market and get a first baseman. Rafi felt the organization signed him and trusted him to be the third baseman, but then that trust just disappeared, and it got thrown out of the window when they signed Bregman and pretty much told Devers to his face that Bregman is a better third baseman. Go and play DH. But after fighting against it for a while, he became the DH. After accepting something that he had disagreed with at first, he became one of the best, if not the best DH in the league. Casas goes down, and so now Devers is probably thinking, now you want me to change again? So Devers and the Red Sox relationship has just hit a new low, and everybody knew it. This time it was not able to be kept quiet at all. But clearly not everybody knew just how low the relationship actually was. Players solidifying their own role on a team is kind of unheard of nowadays, especially when you consider the state of Rafi's team at this point in the season. Just fighting to keep their head above water, fighting to get back up to 500. You would think the superstar player would step up and take on whatever's asked of him, right? I mean, we've seen this before, it's not new. Look at Bryce Harper, he just did it recently, going from the outfield all the way into first base to help his team win, and he's been great still since the switch, and more importantly, the Phillies have been exceptionally good. So why wasn't Rafi budging? Didn't he want to win? Of course he wants to win. Everyone wants to win. Was it the money? No. He has one of the largest contracts in MLB history. So I dig deeper and found out that there was only one possibility left. This had to have been deeper than positions and the news that was being produced on paper and on these websites. This had to have been on purpose. There's absolutely no valid reason to suggest that Rafi didn't want to switch positions because he didn't want to win. It just doesn't make any sense. It's completely illogical. But there's also no valid argument that suggests he didn't think he would be a good first baseman. He said himself at the start of the year, I know what I can do, I'm confident in what I can do, when he was questioned about playing third base or not. So if there was a desire to win, along with great confidence in his ability to do so, why didn't he just play first base? Because he saw the opportunity that no one else could see. Rafael Devers saw an opportunity to escape the Red Sox. On face value, Boston wasn't exactly a bad team, and that's likely not why Rafi did this exactly. But what initiated this plan was the faces people don't see on the field. The people who said that they trusted Rafael Devers to be the third baseman. The people who paid him $331 million big bucks to be the star of Boston actually ended up being the same people who told Rafi that he wasn't the third baseman, and also out of their actions told him that he wasn't worth the money. I am fully sure that Rafael Devers knew exactly what he was doing. He knew that if he made a big enough fuss about first base, they would have to do something about it. He knew how the Red Sox front office was. Devers could see right through the lies of the front office after they pretty much told him that they don't trust him to be the third baseman. He knew how to be freed from this situation in Boston. The same way he got locked up into a mega deal was the same way he had to escape. He knew that if the eyes of the media were on the Red Sox front office, they would fold, just like they always do. Rafael did it. He applied full court pressure on the front office of the Red Sox, and it worked. And it worked perfectly. Now he's on a true contender with pretty much no controversy around their name. He has a true chance to win with the Giants, just like he won with the 2018 Red Sox. On the first day Devers got to San Francisco, there was a new vibe about him. He was smiling all around. He did the press conference, he put on the jersey, and he was announced to play later that night. Now I get it. You might still be scratching your head, wondering, how do I know that Rafael Devers strategically made a fuss about first base, seeing an escape, seeing a way out of Boston? And that's where you got me. Rafael Devers didn't ever tell us that he wanted to leave Boston. He didn't ever show us either, did he? Or did he?
I'm here to give my 100%. I don't put any buts. They're the men in charge. I am here to play wherever they want me to play.
Preference, though, is do you feel like you are best at a particular position?
Like I said before, I am here to play wherever they want me to do and give out my best.
Yeah, you heard that right. I raised my eyebrows when I first heard it too. Just weeks after saying to the Red Sox, he will not field, he will not play third, he will not play first, he will not field, he's found taking ground balls at first base in San Francisco. Coincidence? I don't think so. So after all that, the Giants pulled off the heist of the century by acquiring a top 5 hitter in baseball and giving away peanuts in exchange. This will forever go down as one of the biggest choke jobs for the Red Sox and one of the best trades of all time for the San Francisco Giants. Let's be real, we've seen athletes do this many times because they didn't like where they played or how much they were paid. But this one was just a little bit different. It was so flawless and unexpected. The execution could not have been better, and neither could have the results. He was traded way before the All-Star break to a team that was within 5 games of the Los Angeles Dodgers. What more could you want? Rafi clearly wants another championship, and he realized that under the iron fist of the front office in Boston, that was nearly impossible for him. He knew he had to get out, but with 8 years left on that contract signed in 2023, that was also nearly impossible. And if he would have requested a trade, people would have said that he was ungrateful for what Boston did for him and for all the money that they had paid him, or that he was ring chasing. So instead, he orchestrated a plan that kept his name innocent and that kept the money in his pocket. And Rafael Devers just pulled off one of the greatest escape plans in sports history.